Hello everyone, myself Siddhiba Gohil, and today I am here to present a movie which is Cinderella, which was released in 2015, a live-action fantasy film directed by Kenneth Branagh and produced by Walt Disney Pictures. The film is based on the classic fairy tale of Cinderella and reimagines the beloved story of a modern audience while presenting its magical charm. Starting Lily James as Cinderella, Richard Madden as Prince Kit, and Kath as Lady Terramel. The film tells the story of a young woman who faces hardship and cruelty but remains kind, courageous, and hopeful. Beyond its fairy tale, romance, the film and explores important themes such as reliance, forgiveness, identity, and the triumph of goodness over adversity. From a film study perspective, Cinderella is noteworthy for its stunning cinematography, elaborate costume design, rich minds and scene, visual effects, and symbolic storytelling. Throughout this presentation, I will discuss the film's narrative structure, characters, themes, and cinematic techniques to understand how it transforms a timeless fairy tale into a visually engaging and emotionally powerful film. So let's start with my presentation.
So let us look at some basic information. Cinderella was released in 2015 and belongs to the fantasy, romance and drama genres. It was directed by Kenneth Branagh and produced by Walt Disney Pictures. The running time for the movie is approximately 105 minutes. So the next is about plot summary. So let's start with it. The story follows Ella, a kind-hearted young girl who loses both of her parents and she is forced to live with her cruel stepmother and stepsisters who treat her like a servant. Despite all the hardship, Ella follows her mother's advice to have courage and be kind. With the magical help of, of her fairy godmother, she attends the royal ball, where she meets Prince Kit. After leaving behind her glass slipper, the prince searches the kingdom for its owner. And in the end, love and goodness triumph over cruelty. So let's move to another slide. Main characters which are in the movie, we can see that the central character is Ella, played by Lily James. She represents kindness, courage, and hope. Another character is Prince Kit, played by Richard Madden, is portrayed as compassionate prince who values character over more than wealth or status. Lady Terminine, played by Cat Blanchett, represents jealousy, pride, emotional manipulations, and etc. The fairy godmother symbolizes hope and transformation, reminding us that kindness is always rewarded. So let us move to the next slide. Themes. The major themes of the film are kindness, courage, hope, reliance, forgiveness, and love beyond social status. The most memorable message of the film is have courage and be kind. This line becomes the guiding principle of Ella's life and forms the emotional core of the entire story. So let us move to the another slide. Mise-en-scene. Mise-en-scene refers to everything we have seen within the frame. The palace is luxurious and brightly lit, symbolizing royalty and dreams, while Cinderella's home appears dark and confined, reflecting her suffering. The blue gown, the grand ballroom, and the magical transformation all contribute to the fairy tale atmosphere. Every visual element helps communicate the emotion for the characters. So the next slide is about cinematography. So let's see in it. The cinematography enhances the magical experience of the film. Wide shots beautifully captures the castles and landscapes, creating a sense of grandeur. Close-up shots allows us to contact with Cinderella's emotions. The ballroom dance uses smooth camera movements that make the scene elegant and dreamlike, while soft lighting straightens the fantasy atmosphere. So, in next, we can see the costume design. Costume design plays an important role in characters' development. Cinderella's famous blue gown symbolizes hope, purity, and transformation. Lady Terminine's black costume reflects her authority and jealousy. Prince Kit's royal costume represents leadership, responsibility, and dignity. Thus, costume communicates each character's personality without the need for dialogue. So we can see that how every character has its own costume and style we can see in it. So let us move to another slide. Music and sound plays an important role as we know that we get connected to it. Thus, the music composed by Patrick Doyle creates the emotional tone of the film. The orchestral background scores enhance scenes of romance, sadness, and suspense and magic. Sound effects during the fairy godmother's transformation scene makes the fantasy feel believable and emotionally engaging. So the next topic is about symbolism. The film uses several powerful symbols. The glass sleeper represents identity, destiny, and true love. The pumpkin carriage symbolizes the transformation and the possibility of change. Butterflies represent freedom and hope, while Cinderella's blue dress symbolizes innocence, dreams, and inner beauty. These symbols add deeper meaning to the story. So let us move to the film language. From a film studies perspective, the film successfully combines narrative structure, cinematography, mise-en-scene, costume design, sound, color psychology, symbolism, and visual effects. These cinematic elements work together to create a visually beautiful and engaging experience. So we can see that how this all helps to make the movie more beautiful. So the next topic is critical analysis. One of the greatest strengths of the film is its visual beauty. The performances are excellent, especially by Lily James and Kate Blanchett. The cinematography, costumes, music, and production designed successfully creates a magical world. The only limitation is that the story remains predictable because it follows its traditional fairy tale. So now it comes to an end. Let us talk about conclusion. To conclude, Cinderella, which was released in 2015, is such more than a fairy tale. It demonstrates how different cinematic techniques work together to create a meaning and emotion. The film reminds us that true beauty comes from kindness, courage, and compassion rather than appearance or social status. Its timeless message have courage and beauty and be kind. Have courage and be kind continues to inspire audience around the world. So thank you. That's all from my side.